Okay. Can I kick the song? Kick the song, Scott. Got to make sure we have clearance with the theme song controller. We're all good, though. We're within regulation. All right. Oh, boy. All right, look at this shit. I don't even know here. I don't even get this at all. All right. Check this out.
Not participating in it. There will be no screaming. There will be no clapping at the movie. And if you want to, we will kick you out immediately with no refund. If you don't want to leave, when we ask you to, we'll call the cops to have you removed. There are actual families here to see this movie. And if you disrupt them, you can also pay for their ticket.
Actual families.
Understand that? Do you understand? Hey, one more thing. It is illegal to record any part of the movie, even the beginning sequence. You cannot record it. If you record it, we won't even give you a warning. We'll just call the police because it is illegal. Do you understand that? Not participate.
Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. That's an AMC theater, by the way. See the stubs stuff up there come up. That's an AMC. That's what AMC's got going on right now. You know, sounds like a good time. Looks like a good time, right? So just taking a quick glance at the videos that are coming out here. By the way, hi Antoinette and Chris. Manuel's in there. Model 3 dude is in there. I don't know where Lynn is. That's two streams she's missed. It's all right. Joey probably won't be here tonight, but now he probably will. Yeah, that and bed bugs, right? AMC Secret Police. Oh boy. Well, at least Trey's not missing anymore, right? Trey's back. He's got well, somewhere up here. Somewhere here. Somewheres. I don't know. I saw it a minute ago. Doesn't matter. So the latest videos that are out. So this is the state of the grift update. Because, you know, the feeling, at least our feeling seems to be, what the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why? How? How are these people still thinking that there's going to be a goddamn short squeeze? How? Why? On what grounds? So here we have Fox News. Okay, Model 3 dude, pay attention. Fox News just confirmed the AMC short squeeze. So everybody else had already confirmed it, including Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Elon Musk. Now Fox News. Except I think Charles Payne already confirmed it once, at least probably 6 times. But that's finance news, so we know that that's total fucking bullshit. It's not even worth looking at. Even though 1,100 fucking people watched it. Why? Again, I say, why? For what reason did you actually think that Fox News just confirmed the AMC short squeeze? Give me a fucking break. This channel needs to be terminated. AMC stock, bad news for hedgies. So here we have 10 year ago Charles Payne with a fucking mustache. There's Charles Payne now. He's put on probably 85 pounds. Here he is 15 years ago. Come on, Benji. your shit together. Why would you use an old fucking picture? They can't cover. They can't. They can't. They can't cover. They just can't do it. They can't do it. Sorry, guys. The MOAS has been canceled. They can't fucking cover. They can't. They can't afford to take profit. Shield Talk Daily. That channel should be terminated. Gary Gensler says, do this if you own AMC stock. Do this if you own AMC stock. And where the fuck did this picture of Gary Gensler come from? Jesus Christ. Finance News strikes again. That channel should be terminated. Unlimited leverage destruction. Pensions are being destroyed by unlimited leverage. Unlimited leverage. Somehow this relates to AMC stock short squeeze update. Doubtful. This channel should be terminated. AMC is ready to explode. Banks are in big trouble. Oh, the banks are in big trouble now. Okay. Just out of curiosity, how many times has he said that? Banks are in trouble. Banks in trouble. Banks in trouble. I mean, I'm so sick of these guys and this bullshit. Every fucking day, banks in trouble. So lame. Get some fucking new material. There's today's. 11 months ago, AMC stock in the escalating collateral and credit crisis. Credit Susie in more trouble. 1 year ago, AMC forced share recall tomorrow. Banks preparing for huge defaults. That sounds like they would be in trouble, right? AMC stock, Citadel is in huge trouble. Hey, AMC stock, market maker manipulation. The SEC is in trouble. Who would the SEC be in trouble with? They are the authority. Big bank liquidation crisis. Liquidity and collateral crisis escalating 8 months ago. AMC stock, huge banking collapse 5 days ago. Jesus Christ. Goldman Sachs default 2 months ago. Oh, Goldman Sachs defaulted 2 months ago. They're out. I don't know. You guys have been seeing Goldman Sachs name around, but they defaulted 2 months ago. They're gone. $34 trillion problem incoming. I'm guessing that didn't pan out because that was 9 months ago, right? Huge Bank of America liquidations 9 months ago, and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So this channel should be terminated. Sorry, should be terminated. It's misinformation. It's clickbait. It's bullshit. Get rid of him. He doesn't bring that much money in for YouTube anyway. Get him the fuck out of here. AMC short squeeze. Jack Hunter. Box office performs better than pre-pandemic. Better than pre-pandemic. Well, guess what? AMC should short squeeze then. Because, what'll happen then? What'll happen? The stock price will collapse. We can just get this fucking thing in bankruptcy and get it over with, right? Like, yes, we care about the box office numbers because that really did the company a lot of good pre-pandemic. Box office performing better than pre-pandemic. Well, it'll be fucking ironic when the shit still collapses, even with better than pre-pandemic box office numbers. It doesn't fucking matter. Jack Hunter, go back to rapping. You're actually better at rapping. I never thought I would say it. Jack is better at rapping than talking about this. Hey guys, it's Jack Hunter. Welcome to another AMC stock update. Okay. Aron is about to strike. Strike. Hedge funds are going to zero. Right. Last time this happened. I actually had a good day at work, Model 3 dude. I had a fine day. and I didn't lose money in the market today, so that's good, I guess. But I'm just sick of these fucking assholes. So let's do this. Lou, here's Lou. Here's the Luminator. The only thing he's fucking illuminating is I don't even know. The shit that he pulls out of his fucking ass. Here we go.
What's going on, my silly little motherfuckers? Alright. Gonna break down a couple of things really fast.
Alright. Break it down.
Go by. Okay. Here's how it goes. Cost to borrow is up. It's gonna continue going up. They're fucked. Word I'm getting is one of the institutes about to start selling off because they need the cash. Now I wanna tell you motherfuckers before you freak out when you hear that coming around the Twitter channels.
Yeah, I fuck his mother.
And everything and the Reddit boards. A lot of the institutes above, they purchased in, but they also didn't get shares like us. They got IOUs, they got confirmations. So it's not gonna do anything to us. It's just gonna be symbolic. When, you know, they get their cash back, but for us, it could be made to look like, oh look, they're selling off. They're just cashing up. What I'm hearing, money got a little bit tight around the time of paying rent this
What? They're just cashing up? Okay.
month. So, leave it at that. I got thugs. I got everybody in this fucking channel. Nobody does YouTube like me. Alright. Talked on the cost to borrow. It's up. It's probably by now about a 5 and change up to 6. I mean, at this point, who the fuck knows, because it's been so high over, but it's getting worse. But there's no shares to borrow, so everything that you see every day is just synthetics that are put up and yada yada, whatever.
Synthetics that are put up and yada yada. That sounds like he's bullshitting. Sorry, that sounds like bullshit. By the way, here's your Ortex update. The Ortex closing bell update. SI and shares on loan somewhat level despite a 7.5 million delta. Ooh, delta. Oh, he's using delta instead of change. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't use a little triangle. Fucking idiot. Oh my god. Next time use a fucking triangle. Use a fucking delta triangle. Fucking bitch. Jay Drukas. Shilling it up. Returned shares 13.22 million. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh my god. But shorts aren't covering though, even though the short interest change is down 3%. Go fuck your mother.
The Institute. Don't worry about that. So if you hear it popping up, don't get, nervous. Like, oh my god, they're selling off. It doesn't mean a fucking thing. They sold this thing over like 25 times or more, and those people have IOUs just like us. Creepy motherfucker walking back and forth around me. Better go look for dick somewhere else. Anyway, here's the deal. There's something that I've been
yeah, until Lou turns off the camera.
Kind of like game planning for the future. Remember when I said I was going to post the DEF CONs when we start running? Well, here's the thing. There is no place to post it at. Twitter and Instagram are not safe, just because, as you guys saw from the last space call we did where I got clipped, nobody else is getting clipped but me. So I am not going to do the DEF CONs there. I'm thinking about reactivating the website and doing that, but even that could be hit with a DNS attack. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to bring back the Rumble and do a quick vid recapping, more or less the price range that we're in during the day. And
dude, do it on Truth Social, man. Do it on DWAC. Fuck it.
Covering what I see. I'll do it on YouTube also, but like I said, I don't really think that we're going to be allowed to have our normal time during the run. Give me 2 seconds and I'll fix something up here. All right. Here's the deal. Some of the big people.
He looks distracted He looks very, yeah, I agree with Model 3 dude. Something's off here with him on this video. Like, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but maybe it just is the baby smooth skin that he's got there. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah,
he's got like this despondent look to him. Like, it's hard to describe. Like, he doesn't want to be doing this, maybe. I don't know.
In this play, they're looking at exiting out of their position at 200. Relax, I'm not telling you to sell at 200. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to think of something to say. Bingo.
I'm saying that that's kind of like where they're looking to do it.
Disguising it as, oh, I'm just being aware of my surroundings, and I'm really just trying to pull something out of my asshole.
Because the positions that they have, they will already be at a staggering position at that point because of what they bought in and at what time. Everybody has their thing. They want to go, obviously, in the thousands, whatever. And like I said, I don't care. You could do whatever you want. This channel's never been about telling you when to sell. It has the potential for a lot. But understand, a lot of the people are set in this because we're pushed up against like the chicken apocalypse. So some people have the fear of getting their money out, and also they want to get into other things.
The chicken apocalypse.
So you can't blame them. They stand to make money on something else. So it's not like they're taking money out.
This is fucking gobbledygook. They're
looking to maximize it into something else.
Nonsense.
So understand, this time around, when we pass the 70 and the 80s going up, we're not going to have popcorn with any shares to drop. AMC has no more shares. Anything that anybody starts selling off at that point,
I don't know if that's true or not.
Like, you would need mass selling in order for it to affect us. I don't see that in the early hundreds. But nonetheless, understand that when these people start doing that and you see blocks moving, cute kid. Don't be alarmed.
Cute kid.
It's just how it is, because
cute kid. Don't be alarmed. That's just how it is. What the fuck is he talking about?
There's a lot of fear going on. And by the way, you need to understand something. This is what nobody's pointing out. A lot of the AMC family, the community, they're not all in the United States. They're big players that are overseas, and in their country, right now, cash is king. So there are different factors that weren't around before. There are things that are going on that are pretty scary at this point. And the dollar maximization they have in their country, it's almost like if they held a couple of hundred more. So, you know, $1 million in New York City and $1 million in Guatemala are two different scales, okay? You got to understand that, you know. Stay calm with it. I'm trying to work it out in a way that during the run-up, because this is it, guys, the market is ending. The market is ending. Even GameStop,
the market is ending,
is now bringing in their NFT marketplace. I told you motherfuckers that the market
is ending. Even GameStop is bringing in their NFT marketplace. The phrase non sequitur comes to mind. Like, what the fuck? The market is ending. Even GameStop is bringing their NFT market. What the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker?
It's going to change into a digital place. That's why Robot Godzilla had to be created. You're taking a look at the cat. All that shit cannot be implemented with this current market in place. They have to let everything crash, and then on the other side, it will all be completely crypto. I don't even think we're going to keep stock in the same level.
It'll all be crypto. Tokenized? Yeah, right.
Current market in place. They have to let everything crash, and then on the other side, it will all be completely crypto. I don't even think we're going to keep stock in the same level. I think it's probably going to be a token issued out to people. Just know that we're good.
That's basically what you have now. You have a system that says, hey, we have this many shares. And they keep track of those quote-unquote shares. But there's really no shares. So that's essentially what it is. So it's not a fucking blockchain. They're not going to a fucking blockchain. That's not what this new cat, whatever. It's not a fucking blockchain.
Good, we're solid, we're moving forward.
I thought Robot Godzilla was the consolidated audit trail system, or maybe it's some other SEC FINRA regulatory thing. It's something, whatever.
Understand,
it doesn't matter because it's nonsense anyway.
Making plans for when things get crazy. So, giant love, stay safe.
Don't look up, guys. Chris, don't look up.
Got crazy motherfuckers in this neighborhood looking at me now. Whatever. Giant hugs.
Okay, I have some questions, but I'm just gonna forget about it. I would have questions. Theoretically, I have questions, but ay. Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? Yeah, banks are in trouble, right? Yes. Scavengers on an AMC Live right now. AMC Chat and Chill. AMC Chat and Chill. When I brought this up earlier, he had 85. Oh, is he not live anymore? I don't see it now. Well, that was a short live stream. It had 85 people. So that's good. Awesome. Okay. So this search is the filtered by sort by upload date. This search is sort by relevance. Okay. So we get a little bit different results, which is stupid, but whatever. I'm in this one, so that's good. All right. Hate to do this. Gotta do it. Al strikes again.
It's off in Boston. Let's kick it off.
Let's kick it off.
Time on deck.
Let's kick you off,
15:33
YouTube.
DC. That is 3:33 Eastern Standard. Right
No.
now,
No. Eastern Daylight, motherfucker. God damn, he can't even get the fucking time right. What a bitch. This guy's gonna be a lawyer? Fuck me. Yeah, Eastern Daylight Time.
trading at, let's see, $14.93. That's a down day. It's trying to creep up above 15. That's kind of nice. It's kind of surprising. It's a nice little surprise. We get a bullish pattern, and that's good. Hey, let's kick it off. All right, I want to start off with this thread that was on Twitter that's been floating around. Guys, holy fuck, I found this swap basket. Guess who's the prime dealer broker for all? Wait for it, Citadel Securities. 8,490.
Oh yeah, I saw the Tom Jim video about this earlier. He was so proud of himself that he broke this story, even though he did nothing except read a tweet and probably mischaracterize it and paraphrase half of it. They're using over 8,490 of OTC zombie stocks and swaps to maintain collateral. Guess what, guys? They're using zombie stocks on the OTC market to maintain collateral and avoid being wiped out by a margin call. Who would have thunk that? Citadel, one of the premier financial services companies in the world, they rely on zombie stocks. Dead companies, Sears, Blockbuster, that still have somehow stocks trading on the OTC market. They use those for collateral to avoid being wiped out by a margin call. Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
The Connor
zombie. What the fuck?
Stocks that they probably have destroyed over the years, and they're using it as...
No, Al. No. Actually, these companies fucking sucked. The companies went out of business. Not because somebody naked shorted them into the ground. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah, Blockbuster. Blockbuster went out of business because it was naked shorted into the ground. Jesus Christ. Go read some fucking shit.
Collateral.
Learn some fucking shit. God damn.
Being wiped out by a margin call. Let's take a look at what the heck's going on. The broker-dealer directory.
Where's this from?
And Here is the current security
Where
list.
is this
This is
from?
the entire
It's a fucking screenshot. Where's this from? Where's the link? Bullshit.
list of securities that these guys own. These are sub pennies, penny stocks, and they're using it as collateral.
How do
as
we
a
know
value.
that?
So look at this. Wow. There is almost
Whoa.
$2 billion worth of collateral that they use. That is an extraordinary amount. These are all over-the-counter stocks. I wonder if there's a way we could short this. If we could short this,
What?
that would be not a bad idea if we could actually short the hell out of it and have them spend more money trying to maintain the position. Because these are sub pennies. These are money you could actually lose and not really feel bad about, because there's no way they can really margin call, but who knows? That's interesting, I thought.
So
guys,
guess what?
let me-
If Citadel is the broker dealer, that doesn't mean that they're doing the trades on behalf of themselves. They're the broker dealer. Do you know? These people don't even know what broker dealer means. And look at this. Guys, holy fuck, I found their swap basket. Their. Who is they? Who is this there? And guess who's the prime broker dealer for them all? Wait for it. Citadel fucking Securities, okay? Second of all, so first of all, there. Who's the they? Who is the fucking antecedent? Number two, prime broker dealer? Prime broker dealer. What the fuck is a prime broker dealer? Citadel is not a prime broker, okay? Citadel is not a prime broker. They're a broker dealer. So you're saying the prime broker dealer? What does that mean? It means nothing. They're using, again, they. Who's they? Who are they? Who are you talking about? Citadel? Because you're saying, here you're saying that they're the prime broker dealer. But what? Then you're saying they're using it. What the fuck? This is retarded. These people are fucking stupid. This guy, Nazim El Kamos, is a fucking idiot. And really irresponsible for putting this shit out so that people like Al and Tom Jim can hype it. I mean, come on. Come on. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter how much of this fucking fake DD comes out. None of it's going to change the fucking facts. None of it. None of it. And you're not going to catch fucking Citadel in a massive scandal on fucking Twitter, okay? That's just delusional. It's fucking delusional.
Let me just give you the background on this. Let me
Goddamn.
tell you what's going on.
Oh, okay,
So-
Al, fucking tell us, Al, Mr. Eastern Standard Time. Tell us.
Most of you
idiots.
guys understand that when you have margin call, right, it's a lack of collateral or it's not enough collateral. When these guys short, they show the prime brokers they have X amount of millions of dollars in securities that are sitting around and they can use as collateral. And these are all bogus companies. These are all either garbage companies or they literally just, companies that exist on paper alone, but don't have any value to them because they're just maintaining collateral value based on penny stocks, right? That's all it's there for. And now they're not worth anything. Now, those folks over in at Morgan and the other lenders, they probably already know this. So what does that mean? Doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. But if the price of these values, these stocks, for whatever is left, is sold by Citadel or whoever's remaining in those, then you might have a problem. You might have a serious problem.
What?
That's why we're hoping for a market crash, a market event that will ultimately destroy these companies like this and whatever's remaining. So the collateral goes down. There's 8,490 companies that would be adversely affected by a market crash. And that means Citadel would have to come up with.
He's not even following what this is saying. He went off on his own bullshit here, which is interesting because it's a different line of bullshit than what this post lays out. He's saying that if the market crashes, they won't be able to use these zombie stocks. That's not what this fake DD is talking about at all. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about them pumping and dumping these stocks. Jesus, he didn't fucking read it. He didn't fucking read it.
A ton of money for collateral, right? And the prime broker for all of them, the market maker rather.
No, it said prime broker dealer, fucking Al. Okay, prime broker. the market maker. Yeah. So they can't remember whether they're talking about Citadel, the market maker, Citadel, the prime broker dealer, Citadel, the hedge fund, Citadel, the fucking secret AMC police. I mean,
All right.
what a
So let's
joke.
talk about that. Let's go to this.
There it is.
tweet
Yeah.
Right
He
here
didn't even fucking read it. He didn't even fucking read it. What a joke.
This is really great to see.
This guy's a fucking joke.
This was AMC's most attended, highest grossing weekend in 2020 so far.
Oh.
Even bigger than Tom Cruise weekend.
Oh.
More than 5.9. Wow, that is a lot. 5.9 million guests joined us globally.
Wow.
About
5.9 million guests globally. Wow. Oh my God. That's so many. So many.
2022 and 12% of the 2019 pre-pandemic. That's insane. The industry doubters who
not really. It's who cares? Who fucking cares?
The extinction of theaters choke on that. That is a that's peacocking. That is Adam Aron showing the entire world, hey, look at us now. You said we were dead.
Look at my beautiful feathers.
Now we're back. And in one weekend, they
don't you want to mate with me?
I mean, that's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. Admission revenue from about
this number exists in a who has any who first of all, who has any conception of what this number should be, what it has been? Second of all, who fucking cares? Who cares? Oh my God. These people are fucking idiots. Like hyping everything that this motherfucker tweets. Everything. Every irrelevant fucking, more than 5.9 million guests joined us globally. Wow. That's so many. That's half of the number of people in the state I live in. I mean, like, oh, great. In the whole world.
And 12% above over 2019 pre-pandemic. That's extraordinary, you guys. That's just a ton of money. And of course, the concessions and everything else.
Admissions revenue about double the same weekend of 2022. We are in 2022, Adam. Did you fat finger that? It's supposed to be 2021. And by the way, no fucking shit. It's going to be double the same weekend of 2021. The shit wasn't open last year. Nobody was going to the fucking movies. About double the same weekend of 2022. Good fucking job, Adam. You are fucking CEO material.
That's we don't know about yet.
God.
So we're going to see something. I'm telling you.
God damn it. Now, Elon's not going to bring in the edit button. Now, what's Adam going to do with his fucking boomer tweets? Jesus Christ. Get some fucking glasses,
guys, August is going to be the month. This is going to be it, you know? So I'm really thrilled. I'm happy that was predicted.
Somebody send him a pair of fucking cheater glasses. Jesus Christ.
Let's go on to some more
That's
news
unprofessional. I'm sorry. That's unprofessional as fuck. This is the guy. God damn it. Where's Lynn? Where is fucking Lynn when we need her?
And the government. So reverse repo, well above 2.1 trillion, insane amounts of money. Just these are overnight rates that you guys are seeing right now. Just extraordinary, you guys. Absolutely crazy.
What does it mean, though? Quit saying it's extraordinary, it's crazy, and fucking interpret it. They can't. They cannot do it. They cannot actually connect it in any way to AMC or any of the highly shorted stocks. They can't, because otherwise they would have. All they say is all of this subjective bullshit. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, it's insane. Why? How? What does it mean? You've got 4.1 fucking idiots walking around out there talking about, but the reverse repos, it's $2 trillion. Yeah, what a bunch of, you want to talk zombies. There you go.
Let's talk about Hester Maria Pierce. I'm doing an investigation on Hester Maria Pierce right now.
Oh, you're doing an investigation. Oh, okay, with your law school research skills?
So far, I know one or two things that are kind of irrelevant, but basically about their family. She's got a brother named Aron.
What? Okay, now you're going to talk about somebody's family. Oh, it's irrelevant, but I'm a brother. Yeah, this guy is a fucking class A stalker right here, actually. It's not hard to see this guy stalking women, getting TPOs against him and shit. Come on.
One
What a
or two
fucking
things
creep.
that are kind of irrelevant, but basically about their family. She's got a brother named Arjun Pierce, who got a DUI down in Atlanta, and she's got a very little to no digital signature. I looked everywhere for her, and she doesn't have any criminal records, not so much as even a parking
Yeah, unlike you, right?
ticket, which I thought was very
And Lou.
interesting.
Oh, the top two grifters.
Most people have at least a parking ticket, not her. So there's nothing publicly that was available on her. I'll keep searching, see what I can find.
You do that, Al.
But
I almost
the
called him Lou.
nominee is going against Gary Gensler. You know, the person that Gary Gensler was put in to make sure the market was better, transparent. Hester voted against it, blocking the regulations, and she feels that it's blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. And this is an.
I thought that they were. I thought that they supported this lady. I know I saw pro Hester Prynne stuff. Hester. Wow, she's even wearing a red jacket. Okay.
According to
no, I doubt anybody will even know what I'm talking about.
The Mercatus Center is a think tank that provides an academic facade to a radical anti-regulatory agenda. These are predators. These people are predators. They will absolutely rape.
Oh, well, no, Al, you're the fucking predator, okay? You're the predator. Okay.
And pillage the markets, and they are going to ensure that you never.
And oh my God, a nominee to oversee Wall Street works at think tank dedicated to blocking regulation. Oh my God, that is such a fucking scoop. Let me call Fox News. Charlie Payne will be all over that one because he won't be able to believe it either. Oh my God, Wall Street doesn't want regulation. Are you kidding me? This is an outrage. Unbelievable.
Your money. Hester Pierce is persona non grata. She is evil, and I hope she dies.
Listen to that black and white language. This guy is a cult leader, and his channel should be also deleted. But, you know, it won't be, but it should be. Oh, she's evil. These people are evil. They're practically lizards.
Pierce is persona non grata. She is evil, and I hope she dies. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But.
What the fuck? This guy claims to be a fucking law student. Let that sink in. This guy claims to be a fucking law student. And that's how he talks. I think I could get away with saying that type of stuff, even though I wouldn't. I don't say, oh, I wish she would die. She should die because I'm a little boy and I think she should die. Go back to whatever fucking cave you crawled out of, Al. Holy shit. What a piece of shit. This guy is a total fucking piece of shit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about lip compression. This is kind of interesting.
What an idiot.
Lip compressions. There's our friend over there. The former Jeff, whatever the hell his name is, Jeff something or another. And they're both doing the same thing. What does it mean? Well, corners down, both consistent with a high degree of psychological discomfort. Interesting. Like lying. When lips disappear, troubles are near. Look at this. Look at this guy right here.
Well, it's a good thing that all that kind of shit is fucking pseudoscience. But whatever. You know, he's a right winger. He's going to believe in fucking pseudo everything.
Powell is scared and he doesn't want to talk. And I've seen him do this multiple times. I've seen this happen multiple times. And of course, our friend here who was caught lying multiple times. So I thought that was interesting. I thought you should know about that. And of course, Hester. This is an interesting link. Listen to this. Hester Pierce was also linked to Richard Shelby, who's a Republican. And who's Richard Shelby's chief contributor? So the Shelby camp, very easy. Ken Griffin and Citadel. I wonder if there's a connection. I wonder. God, she's ugly. Fuck. All right, moving on. Let's talk about SIG, Susquehanna International Group. They're being currently investigated by matters involving BBIG in the options market. Now, Jeff Yaz
that piece of shit.
Another vulture, another predator on Wall Street. This guy is one of our main short sellers on AMC. He gets he gets pretty much a clean break because we rarely mess with this guy. But I thought this was interesting.
Main short sellers, aren't they? Well, yeah, no, they're market maker. So I don't know. I don't know. BBIG, yeah.
1983 wrote this up, and
wow. Listen to this. Citadel and Kenneth Griffin may be the company controlling payment for order flow, believed to be mainly responsible for pumping outs millions, if not billions, of synthetic shares. But make no mistake, a company like SIG, led by gambler Jeff Yass, uses computer algorithms to control stock prices, essentially stealing from option players every Friday. The big question is everything he is doing legal? Or does Yass use spoofing, media collusion, ladder attacks, pump and dump schemes, or any other illegal or unethical tactics to be able to accurately position a stock's price, ultimately ensuring SIG makes maximum profit every week without adding one single honest thing to the world in which we live? A Ponzi leech. A Ponzi leech. Wow. Okay. Currently, BBIG, Vinco Ventures, and Zash Global Media Group are pursuing legal recourse against SIG for dark pool abuse and conflict of interest, among other issues. BBIG, like AMC, is another heavily shorted piece of shit stock, short interest nearly 16%. I added that. A post earlier today shed some light on SIG and Yass, calling into question, quote, "What else is this company doing? And is it all legal?" Well, you know what? The apes are on the case, right? They're going to find out. They're going to sniff it out and see if, is that legal? Oh, is that legal? Is that legal? I'm just asking because I don't know if it's legal or not. Fucking idiots. Apes know all too well what happened in January 2021. Yeah, what happened was if you sold your fucking shares when they told you couldn't buy it, you fucked up. That's what happened.
I thought this was interesting that this guy is being investigated. And there was one other thing right here. They recently got caught doing some kind of illicit activity by FINRA, and they were getting, nothing really happening. In fact, in terms of real punishment, maybe they got a small fine. That's it. Without admitting or denying the findings, the firm consented to the sanctions and the entry of findings. That is the worst rule. The allegations, they're not saying it's true, they're not saying it's false, but we'll pay you a fine nonetheless. That is just absolutely disgusting. This is a tragedy. This is a travesty.
There's no way he's a fucking law student. If he's gonna, that's how he's talking about this. Acceptance, consent, waiver, AWC, acceptance, waiver, consent, whatever. I'm not the law student here, okay? No, that's not how you would talk about that at all.
Of justice. It's a miscarriage of justice, these forms.
It would be a miscarriage of justice if you're watching this video and you didn't hit the like button, if you indeed like it. That would be the true tragedy. So, if you don't mind, if you do like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join my Telegram chat or my Discord. Links are in the description.
I want
because this is bullshit. You guys know it. If you know it's bullshit, hit the like button.
Know about this because they're neither admitting or denying any of the findings. They just know it exists. They're paying a sanction for it. They're paying a monetary amount.
We got one.
Well,
we got two.
You guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Something else happens, we'll talk about it. But there's nothing really else going on other than the fact that we're going to the freaking moon. And that's great. 1491. It's trading at right now. Let's take a look at DWAC just in case.
Well, actually, okay, it just changed. Okay.
It's trading at right now.
Literally just changed.
Let's take a look at DWAC just in case. Actually, let's look at GME first, and then we'll go to DWAC. 130, so they're up slightly. Nice dip down. Okay. $29. Wow, it's ripping. Okay.
Oh, it's ripping.
All right, guys, that's all I got
Oh,
for you guys
it's ripping.
today. Thanks for joining me.
It
Al from
ripped.
Boston. That's
Signing
all I
out.
have. Nothing else really, but yeah. Have a great rest of the day.
Kick it
Talk
out.
to you guys soon. Bye.
Kick it out.
What happens when you work to change things and first they think you're crazy, then they fight you, and then all of a sudden you change the world?
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Holmes. Okay. Here it is, Mr. Strike. Mr. Strike Up. Hey, this is Frank.
Hey, what's up? This is Frank. Let me say I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that I say in this video should be used for entertainment purposes only. Whatever I say in this video
Oh,
is
it's
my
entertaining.
opinion. It may not necessarily be factual.
It is entertaining.
Whatever I say in this video, don't let it be the determining factor as to whether you should buy AMC, sell AMC, hold AMC. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just
Let me break it down for you. There's no reason that he could give that should make you sell AMC. And there is every reason in the world for you to buy AMC. So you don't even need to listen to what he's saying. He's just saying, don't sell AMC and buy AMC. Do buy AMC.
This on YouTube. Look, a lot of people, when they look at the short sellers and when they look at hedge funds, they look at them as these powerful individuals or entities that can't be beat. But people,
who in the fuck says that I'm worried about any fucking dumbass ape's money? I mean, I just have to say, the notion that I care about your fucking money, any ape's money, go fuck yourself. I hope you lose all of your fucking money. Apes, let me be clear. I don't care about your money. This is not about you or your money. It's about these goddamn grifters. And if you can't tell the difference, then get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up.
really don't
That is the only time I will address an ape in this fucking stream.
Understand the power that retail investors have. You know, when it comes to our AMC short squeeze play, really the short sellers and the hedge funds, there was really no match. But they'll never come out and say that there was no match, you know, when it came up to going up against us in this short squeeze play. And the reality is, they knew from the beginning when they went to war with us in this play, they knew that they was going to use naked shorting, and they knew that they was going to use stock market manipulation. They knew that no one was going to step in and stop them. They knew that the entities that's supposed to step in and protect retail investors against criminal activity in the stock market, they knew that they weren't going to come in and they weren't going to do anything about it because it's just how the system worked. So they automatically knew when they went to war with us, they knew their strategy was going to be illegal naked shorting, stock market manipulation, as well as controlling the news media. They knew that. And the people that were supposed to
Where the fuck is Lynn?
come in and help us and protect us against criminal activity in the stock market, they actually end up being an op.
All right, let's clear one thing up right now. There is no evidence, there is no tangible evidence, there is no evidence that retail investors have of criminal activity in the stock market. There may be criminal activity in the stock market, but this fucking clown does not know about it. Nobody on Reddit has proof of criminal activity in the stock market. There is no proof that retail investors have of criminal activity in the stock market. What there is evidence of is there are a lot of people, a lot of institutions or market participants, players with a lot of capital that are buying and selling all kinds of stocks and securities. That's not criminal activity. That is not criminal activity. So it's really annoying when these guys sit there and talk about criminal activity, criminal activity, criminal activity. What criminal activity are you talking about? There is no evidence that has been shown of criminal activity in the stock market. Every day, there is evidence of large buyers and sellers selling and buying shares and options. What is criminal? Anybody has the right to buy or sell whatever the fuck they want to buy or sell for whatever the fuck reason they want to buy or sell it. What these guys are saying is, oh, no, we all bought shares, so you shouldn't be able to do what you're going to do with your shares. Go fuck yourself. What an entitled fucking bratty fucking attitude. What the fuck? Where is the evidence for anything illegal? There is none. There is none. You have a bunch of people who have never participated in the stock market, who came in, made a bad fucking investment, over-invested on it. They need the price to go up by a lot. Every time they check the price, it's lower. I mean, and they keep asking, can you do something? Can you do something? No, you fucked up. You just need to move on. Okay.
And see, it doesn't matter, man, what the reason is why those individuals that's supposed to be protecting retail investors in the stock market against criminal activity, it doesn't matter what the reason is why they didn't do it. They still end up being complicit. Because if you stand by and everybody, whether it be mainstream media, everybody in the stock market, everybody see what they doing, see what the 1%ers, see what the hedge funds, they see what...
it's such a coincidence, too, that the people doing it, the supposed criminal activity in the stock market is, the hedge funds, the 1%ers. Yeah, entities with a lot of money, a lot of capital. No, you just don't like what they're doing with it because you're on the other fucking side of a bad trade, or you're on the bad side of the trade. I mean, this is just garbage. These people are going to lose. They're going to lose fucking hard, and they're going to have nobody to blame really but themselves. But also these grifters, like he said, they're complicit. He's complicit in this. There's a lot of shit going on right now on YouTube with these influencers, Tom Nash and these other guys, all the FTX guys, FTX guys that were sponsored by FTX. A lot of people lost a lot of money because they followed these clowns over to Voyager, put all their fucking crypto on Voyager, can't access it now. The influencers have an influence, and it does matter. That's why I'm here exposing how stupid this is. Because nobody looks at this stuff. Yeah, they listen to it, and it confirms their bias. I don't see a lot of people breaking these videos down, pausing them, talking about what they're saying, oh yeah, where's the evidence? Or without, oh yeah, you're not even reading what it says. You don't even know what it says. You're just bullshitting. Somebody's got to do it. I don't care about any fucking ape's money. Let me be clear about that again. I don't care. You've already fucking lost, and you just don't know it yet. You think you've won, and you haven't realized the money yet? No, you've lost, but you haven't realized or accepted it yet. You will. You'll be forced to. But it doesn't even matter. That's not why we're here. I could care less about the apes. They're a lost cause. If this channel had been dedicated to saving the apes and helping them preserve their money and worrying about their money, like they always like to say, why are you worried about my money? I'd rather slit my wrists than try to do that. That is a loser. That is a losing proposition. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. But, Little narcissist Joey there sitting there thinking that I care about his little fucking account. Oh, that's so cute, Joe. That is so cute, but no, I don't.
What the short sellers are doing to retail investors. And if you sit back and you just watch it and you don't do anything to stop it, then you complicit. And it kind of reminds me
Wow.
of, let's just say that you have a police department and the police officers engaging in criminal activity and they doing a whole lot of crazy stuff to people in the community.
Is that what you did when you were a cop? Huh? Is that what you did? Is that why you're not a cop anymore?
Then you go to IAB, the Internal Affairs Bureau, and you tell them what they're doing. And the Internal Affairs Bureau, they sit back and they watch what the police officers doing, and they make a decision not to do anything about it. They just sit back and just watch police officers terrorize the whole community. But yet, as the Internal Affairs, as the IAB or the Internal Affairs Bureau, they're supposed to step in and do something about it. So if things got to the point where it was that bad, that's when the FBI had to step in, or the Department of Justice. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on with the stock market, in my opinion. I don't think the stock market is capable of functioning correctly at this point unless it get outside intervention from some type of law enforcement agency. I think the whole system is just gone. I think it's shot. I think it's going to have to take an outside intervention from some type of law enforcement agency to step in and correct what's going on, because it's out of control.
They don't have jurisdiction. It's not their fucking job. It's not their job. Well, what are you talking about? I mean, okay, the SEC, even their power is limited.
And everybody can see that it's out of control, because the stock market manipulation and the criminal activity is taking place in plain view.
See, right there, the stock market manipulation and criminal activity. Okay, if you had just stopped at stock market manipulation, that might be something that we could work with. But when you go and say criminal activity, no. Now you're taking it in another direction that there is no evidence for. None. There's evidence for big players making big moves. That's not fucking illegal. That is not illegal. I don't think the apes would like it in the event of a massive squeeze. And they have a lot of money that they want to invest in the stock market. And somebody comes out and says, oh, no, you shouldn't be able to put that much money in. That's illegal. That's manipulation. You're manipulating. That's criminal activity. It would be the same thing. But we won't have to worry about that. We won't have to.
Where everybody can see it. And see, retail investors, we're done, man, with letting hedge funds and short sellers take our money. We're done with that. It's time for us to get paid. You see what I'm saying? We're done with just sitting.
Then make some good trades. Make some good investments. Invest in good companies. Learn how to trade. What are you going to... It's time for us to get paid for investing in a shit company in a trade that we lost and that we're still talking about 18 months later because we're fucking antisocial and grandiose narcissists. A lot of us. A lot of them. Not a lot of us. I mean, what the hell? What the fuck? These people never let anything go. They don't know how to move on. It's not a good way to be at all.
Back, and just nobody's doing anything about them taking retail investors' money.
So if nobody's doing anything about it, then maybe you are the one that's wrong. I mean, I would like for these people to at least acknowledge that possibility. You say that everybody's against you. You say that everybody's out to get you. That sounds like fucking paranoid bullshit to me. But you say that there's all this criminal activity directed to you. Okay? And you also say that nobody's doing anything about it. Everybody turns a blind eye to it. Well, you need to seriously fucking consider the fact that you're wrong then. If everybody else is wrong and you're the one who's right and nobody cares and everybody else is wrong, maybe you're actually the one that's wrong. Like, this is shit that kids learn. This is stuff, this is like part of growing up as an adult into it being an adult. I mean, if everybody else is wrong and you think you're right, and it keeps continuing, the pattern continues, then maybe you should at least acknowledge the fact that you're wrong, or the possibility. Acknowledge the possibility that you got it wrong, because nobody gets it right all the fucking time. Some people, like these fucking clowns, they never get it right.
So what we're doing right now, we're just sitting back waiting for hedge funds to collapse.
Oh,
So
okay.
that we can collect our money.
Yeah, that's a good fucking investment strategy. We're just sitting back waiting for hedge funds to collapse. What a joke. What a joke. That's not how it fucking works, Frank. You're not going to get paid for that.
And
You're
the
not.
sad thing is, this whole
You keep fucking pumping people full of hopium? That's the sad thing.
year and a half, we've had to fight hedge funds. We've had to fight short sellers. We've had to fight market makers. We've had to fight banks.
You
And
didn't
now,
have to do any of that shit. And you haven't even done that. What have you done to fight these people? You haven't done shit. You don't, and it's to the point now where the apes aren't even buying the fucking stock. There's literally no buying pressure except for the fucking short covering. What a joke.
not only that, we've even had to fight AMC retail investors. We've had to fight AMC retail investors that don't believe in the MOAs.
Oh, yeah. You've had to fight other retail investors. Oh, that's brilliant. Jesus Christ.
So we've had to fight the 1%ers, and on occasions we've even had to fight some people that said that they holding AMC shares because they don't believe in the MOAs. And after all that, man, we still standing, and we
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's convincing. We're still standing. Right, but you can't afford to buy the fucking stock.
we still came out on top, and we still win.
How? How did you come out on top? How are you still winning? That's delusional. No, you're not. You're not fucking winning. You're not on top. Evidence, please.
And we're gonna stay coming out on top. You see what I'm saying? You know.
No, I don't see what you're fucking saying. You're spouting nonsense, man. You're not making any sense. You sound like a moron. I'm not being. You're being a little bitch.
They dragged this play on so long to the point to where
yeah,
when
they
get
did.
ready to cover, it's going to be devastating. And
Oh yeah, to the apes.
here's how we won. They don't have an answer for buying, holding, and never quit.
What?
I see they use the same strategy.
This is the dumbest argument that anybody could make about the devil, Citadel, Ken Griffin, market makers, high-frequency trading firms, okay? The algorithm doesn't know how to deal with buying and holding. Then you don't fucking understand algorithms. You don't fucking understand high frequency. You don't understand how this shit works. If you say that, that's nonsense. Nonsense.
All the time. They even what they're gonna do. What they do is when they see these plays squeezing or they see momentum, they kill the buying pressure. And when they kill the buying pressure, what happened with GME? The people got afraid and they started selling. They sold off.
Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? That was a dumb thing to do.
Instead of just holding, not quitting, just holding to try to push the price back up. But see, they're going to try
Holding doesn't push the price back up.
They done try.
Holding doesn't push the price back up. It doesn't. That order has already been executed. It's already been executed at a price. It's not going to push the price back up by holding. You're going to have to buy it.
Tried it several times with us when the price went up. They want to kill it bad pressure. Hopefully people panic and they sell off, but it doesn't work. See, it don't work for them, so they don't know what to do. They don't.
It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. That's why literally every rally gets sold off. Okay. Literally every rally gets sold off. People that have been here, you know, for any length of time have seen this. Literally every rally gets sold off. And by the way, these rallies, all it is short covering. They're short covering rallies. I mean, that's the only buying pressure in this fucking thing. Short covering. Well, we're in a little bit of a rally now, right? How long until this one's sold off? Oh, we might get up there. Might do that. It might do that. Or it might do this. There is way too much overhead fucking supply in this stock for it to run up. Because every time it goes lower. Every time. And now we actually see it. We see people, comments on YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, everywhere. I just can't wait for it to get back up to 15 and I'm out of this thing. I can't hold anymore. I'm behind on XYZ. Yeah, that's the reality. And the apes can sit there and say, oh, no, nobody's selling. Bull fucking shit. People have been selling it since day fucking one. Bullshit.
See, once you say you're going to buy, and once you say you're going to hold, and you said, man, I ain't going to quit, they don't have an answer for it. It's nothing they can do with it. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we killed them, with buying and holding and saying we ain't going to never
No, you didn't.
It's nothing
No,
that
you
they can
didn't.
do with it. Nothing at all. So the only
Oh,
way,
yeah, they can.
the only way for them to survive in our short squeeze play was to use naked.
It's not a short squeeze play. By the way, it's no longer a short squeeze play. When the short interest can go down by 5% in a matter of days, okay? And the price does this. That's not a short squeeze play. I'm sorry, it's not. You missed the short squeeze play. Now you have vanilla garden variety short covering. Not a short squeeze. Not a short squeeze. Yeah, you're going to have a short squeeze with 32 million fucking volume. Get the fuck out of here. Naked shorting.
Stock market manipulation.
Stock market manipulation.
You know, and trying to control the news media. That was it. That's the only way they can survive. So when we went to war.
No evidence of naked shorting. No evidence of naked shorting. Show me the evidence. There's no evidence. None. The only evidence they have is the stock price should be higher. We think it should be higher. It's not evidence.
With them, their strategy was, this is what we're going to do. We're going to maintain our short positions. We're going to get bank loans. And like I said, we're going to use stock market manipulation. So what we said is,
catch-all.
We're going to maintain our long positions and we're going to use our paychecks. In reality, there was no match. What they was doing was not sustainable. You can only get bank loans for so long.
Why would you need a bank loan? They don't need bank loans. What are you talking about? And yes, they can hold these shorts indefinitely. In-fucking-definitely. You can't. You cannot do that. You cannot hold your long position forever. Oh, you think you can. But apes are, they're falling off the wagon left and right every fucking day. You should assume that anyway. You can't trust other retail investors. It shouldn't even be in your mind what anybody else is doing. It has not, that's That's not how you fucking trade. Oh, but it's a short squeeze play though.
You can engage in stock market manipulation and
Stock market manipulation. Stock market manipulation. The catch-all. The catch-all. Stock market manipulation. What is that? What do you mean by that? What is this manipulation of which you speak?
and illegal neck is shorting for so long to the point to where you're getting exposed.
This guy needs to get a fucking cease and desist letter. I would send this motherfucker a cease and desist letter. Shut his ass up.
So what they was trying to do as far as defeating us in this short squeeze play, it wasn't sustainable. So man, now they done. You know, they had the only job, in my opinion, to where you can become billionaires and sometimes don't use your own money and don't produce nothing. They was making all that money, man, and not producing anything, and sometimes not using their own money.
Well, that's the fucking financial system, Frank, okay? You're involved in it. What you're doing is not producing fucking shit either. It's producing fucking losses. Empty fucking bags of losses that you're going to fucking take. You're going to fucking go away with your tail between your legs with your empty fucking bags of losses. What did you produce? You produced nothing. Garbage videos full of just nonsense, baby talk. And he has the nerve to sit there and say, what do they produce? Nothing. Unbelievable. Unfucking
and they
believable.
messed that up, you know, by being greedy. But see, that's the thing.
No, see, that's the thing, though. We not greedy. We just want to be paid $1 million per share. We not greedy.
The corruption that they was using in the stock market, they never thought that type of corruption that they was using would never end. But see, now this thing, man, is coming to an end. It's time for them to pay up. And here's the thing: we're going to continue to diamond hand. We're going to continue to diamond hand until they pay for the mistakes that they made and until we get our money. Thank you for taking time out to watch the video. Have a nice day.
Diamond hands is paper hands. That's what that means. We're going to continue to diamond hand it. We're going to continue to hold it until zero. We'll hold it until zero. Fuck it. Zero. Because that's better than cutting our losses, preserving our capital. What a bunch of garbage. Absolute trash. Motherfucker. Okay. Whew. Wow. That is some bullshit. Okay, what do we got here? Let me put this back into relevance mode. I think Frankie does believe what he's saying. I think he does. I just think he's an idiot. I mean, that's what the apes think. They are that's why when anybody says, "Oh, this is going to be over soon. This is going to be, this thing that, the apes, they're going to peter out. They're going to filter out. This thing is going to be over in a month." It's not. I don't think it is. Does it sound like he's ready to give up? I don't think so. Look at Matt Kohrs grabbing his boobie. What is that anyway? What is that hand signal it's got there? Is that some kind of I don't even know. He's grabbing his boobie. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Roensch Capital.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Roensch Capital. Look, there's three things that I want to bring to the table in this video in particular. These are three thoughts that I've had and really a couple of things that are going on currently, and then one thought or two thoughts that I've had.
I can't get the base out of it
as of late, that it's time to bring public and discuss, because it's worthwhile doing so now. So there's three things I want you to take away from this video. And I understand that for the majority, it's tough enough to follow this as it is when it's your job, right? But for the majority of you, this is not your full-time thing.
I got the bass out of his voice. I think I did.
Work, you got your wife, you got husband, you got kids, you got recreation, whatever you guys do. This isn't always top of mind. So I think it's helpful to have kind of a compiled source, and that's what I'm going to try to do for you here today. There's 3 topics I want to bring to your attention. First of all, we saw what could have just been a bear market rally. Okay, we don't know for sure yet. We'll see here in the next couple of days as we head into what could be a rocky earnings season that's potentially already priced in. But again, we will see, and I want to discuss that. Second, banks, more and more banks, this started last week, but more and more banks now are making some big statements and big moves. Okay, we saw banks becoming more and more bullish. But now we're seeing revisions of S&P targets that are still, by definition, bullish, but underwhelming to say the least. Today we got one from UBS. Okay, they cut their price target for the S&P to 4150 in 2022. That's going to be 415 on SPY, the popular ETF that tracks the S&P. And in 2023, guys, they cut it to 4400. Okay. Now, if we zoom out, they're saying at the end of 2023, their price target is 440 on SPY. That is right about where the 200-day moving average currently is. Not even near all-time highs. Right, about halfway between where
Wow, listen to a permabull speak.
we are now and all-time.
He's so upset. Oh my God. Yeah. That's probably a fucking high estimate.
In a year and a half.
Why would it go there?
That's their new price target. Now, again, take all this with a grain of salt. I'm just explaining to you what's coming out today and the reasoning for this, guys, at least their reasoning. This is based on revised real and nominal 10-year yield forecasts, and their previous price targets were 4850 and 5,000, 4850 in 2022 and 5,000 in 2023. So it seems to me like what happened here is their original price targets underestimated the speed at which this economic, I suppose, downfall or meltdown, if you want to call it that, was going to hit. It seemed like they thought it would come more so in early to mid 2023. Since the 4850 and 5,000 are so close to each other,
right?
And they projected more growth originally this year, but things are hitting more quickly. So they've widened out the range between 22 and 23, and they've lowered both price targets because things came on quickly and more aggressively. Now, in terms of earnings, guys, this is my second point that I really want to make. Take a look at this.
Which means that they are out of touch. Oh my God, the banks are out of touch with reality. I can't believe, unbelievable, unfucking believable.
This is the schedule we have coming up this month. July clearly is going to be a very, very large month for Q2 earnings. We have the big players coming out really starting next week, more so depending how you look at big players. And then, of course, we have banks and a few miscellaneous
Thursday, Friday, big day this week.
But next week is really when the big things start, right? Next Wednesday, after market close, we got Tesla. Then moving down, we move on with Twitter.
But you got all the banks this week, fucking Nico. Chase, Morgan Stanley, Citigroup, Wells, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs. I guess that's Monday. Oh, you got the banks this week.
Soft, Alphabet, AMD, Meta, and so on and so on. It's going to be a big a couple of weeks here, really 2-3 weeks for earnings. And here's the thing with earnings. And then I want to get to an important point, by the way, on the SPY chart that I think is going to be really crucial that I've been discussing with members here, but talk about this first. In terms of earnings, we're seeing a lot of pessimism in terms of this earnings season for Q2, potentially a major slowdown that has already maybe been seen as priced in. At least that's what a lot of analysts are speculating on.
Bullshit.
However, here's my take on this, and I'm going to keep this brief because it's boring, right? But it's important. My take on this earnings season is that the pessimism has become so strong, and we've seen so much weakness already, that we see a lot of pricing power with a lot of companies on this list, right? Who are able to raise prices as needed. Not all, but some of them, right? Especially you look at like a McDonald's or maybe like a Starbucks. They raise prices and they're sticky because why would they come back down? They raise them more than inflation is hurting them, and they leave them there, and people just accept it because inflation, right? So
I'm not so sure about that. I can tell, just from my experience, which doesn't represent anything other than my experience, but that of others that I know, and maybe some people here, I went to a fast food restaurant once, a couple months ago. I was appalled at the prices, and I have not gone to any fast food, coffee shop, anything like that. I can't afford it. I'm not going to pay $15 fucking dollars to get a shitty meal, or however much it, Starbucks is this week, or this now. So yeah, they can raise the prices, but that doesn't mean people are paying them. I don't know. Whatever. That's just my experience, but I guess probably a lot of people are. And Tesla, well, you know, they've got problems at all their factories, whatnot. You know, Netflix, there's a good one.
I look, is Q2 our Q2 earnings going to be?
Lynn, you're here. Woo. Scroll up in the chat.
A blowout winner? No, I don't believe that at all. But are they going to be so ungodly bad? I don't believe that as well. I think they're going to be just underwhelming at best, and I think with analyst estimates being already a little bit pessimistic, I think we're going to see a lot of meets, to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of blowout beats, but I also don't think we're going to see a ridiculous amount of just massive misses. We're going to get some on companies that maybe don't have that ability to have pricing power, but I think massive misses across the board is an unrealistic expectation and is buying too much into the emotional side of the earnings season affecting the market. Okay, now this is really my point here. And this is something I've been discussing for a little while, with the group. Again, we do scalp setup alerts, unusual options activity, platinum one-on-one. Link to that is down below. Price does go up over time, get grandfathered in.
Oh, speaking of fucking inflation, right? The price goes up over time. It never goes back down. Living proof right there.
This
for his fucking option alerts.
Part makes me a little nervous in terms of potential upside, because right now,
I guess not. No AMC talk. He's not making any money on AMC anymore. He's moved on. This guy was Mr. AMC. Now,
upside I see, and I've talked to them about this. We have the 50-day moving average, which has been just a beast to get over in the last few months. And it's riding down, and now it's sitting down near 395, below that important psychological level of 400. And I think realistically, we have two hurdles in a very tight area between 395 and 4. Not necessarily from a technical perspective. Of course, the moving average is technical, but more so from a psychological perspective. Okay, 400, psychological. Sure, a little bit technical, but because it's psychological,
shut the fuck up.
Into a technical.
Jesus Christ. Oh, it's technical. Oh, it's not technical. Oh, it's fuck you. I'm done with this fucking guy. Fuck that. He's an idiot. Jesus fucking Christ. How many fucking times can you say it's not technical? Oh, it's technical, not psychological. Oh, technical. Fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. And he's not talking about AMC anyway, so not relevant. does not resonate. Let's see here. What is this here? What is this here? Joey is my therapist. Shit. Joey needs a fucking therapist. He's gonna need a therapist after his fucking lawsuit.
I love you. I love you. You know I love you. Shut up.
What in the fuck? This is from Al from Boston. What is that from?
I love you. I love you. You know I love you. Shut up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. Fucking shit. All right, Lynn. Got your wish. But all right, I got time for like a couple more videos. Will Friday be a massive gamma squeeze? Right, Scavenger. It will. Sure will. National security threat, second interview. Talks Trump and DWAC. Ugh. Fuck no. AMC computer algo target 181 plus. Computer algo target. What does that mean? What is that? No way. AMC shorts didn't expect banks to fail. Banks are failing? Banks are failing. Guys, banks, they're failing. Runs on banks in China from Houston Wade. Another temporary protective order recipient. God, these people. All right. Andrew, no money.
While the rest of the markets are throwing up and feeling bad, we are feeling rad. I'm talking about the fact that we just had Thor, Love and Thunder.
Nice guitar. What the fuck happened with this? It's 1080. Hey, Lynn, there's somebody else who can't play a fucking guitar. Okay. It's something with 4 strings.
Get
All
the
right.
best weekend in a long time, which means that they just not only broke records, we're looking at bank earnings this week that could turn ugly, as well as 372,000 new what? Well, we'll have to find out all together, because more banks failing, especially this week with earnings coming out, means more
banks failing means MOAS.
Margin calls and hedge funds not expecting where the markets are going to head, especially with Chinese markets evaporating into thin air.
Yep. Oh, Jesus, dear Lord. Oh, fuck me. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want you guys to watch until the end, slap that like button now, and comment out which one you are up to 1,300. I'll pick one of you guys for a special raffle, because that is how we do things around here. So
yes, because we have to resort to fucking gimmicks like raffles. Raffles. Let's do a raffle. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
June, 372,000 brand new jobs, outpacing expectations. This actually ends up being worse for inflation, because when you have new jobs and new workforces coming into a new supply and demand equilibrium, that just brings all of the prices of everything that you were purchasing last year higher and higher. However, this is going to be a 52-year low of unemployment. It held steady about 3.6%, which means that now you're looking at a projected 272,000 jobs originally in June, which has been surpassed by nearly 50-60%. Speaking of which, we are on day 132, but who's counting, of 100% utilization of AMC. That's 105 for GME. Now that means that
according to Ortex. According to fucking Ortex. Just...
now spent a third of a year looking at 100% utilization. And now the last time we were even close to that was the June-July gamma squeeze. Some of you in the comments say that June was more of the culprit, right? July was more of the culprit. Which of these 2 months do you think AMC had the best month last year? And since we are on July, after a very bullish June, we want to be able to find out when is the next big push. And that is going to be coming part way from you guys. So the commenting down below is very, very appreciated. In Zhengzhou, China crushes mass protest by bank deposits. So that's why we're talking about margin calls, right? Bank rushes. When people demand their life savings back, all right? Millions of dollars worth of deposits
Chinese bank runs. Great.
Deposits have been frozen in the livelihoods of hundreds of thousands of customers, right? So that means that anguished depositors had rushed in on Sunday. 1,000 depositors from across China gathered outside the Zhengzhou branch of the country's central
On Sunday. Maybe they're open on Sunday in China.
bank, the People's Bank of China. This is a call as early as 4 a.m. Henan banks return my savings, they shouted in unison, many waving Chinese flags in videos shared with CNN by 2 protesters. Understand that this is part of the inevitability of how markets fail people. People's hard-earned retirements, hard-earned deposits, and 400,000 depositors dashed their Chinese dream in Henan. So that
Well, it's a good thing that that's not in our market or our banks. Oh, all right. Well, relevance
is just
connection.
a signal of the time. In fact, stocks
Signal of the
plummeting
time.
today.
It's coming to a bank near you.
In Macau casinos and COVID fears. So new tech crackdown means that there is going to be a signaling that President Xi Jinping's bruising tech crackdown is going to start hurting the private sector, right? Late Sunday, the State of Administration for Market Regulation said that it fined a number of technology companies for violating anti-monopoly rules. This includes Tencent, Alibaba, Bilibili, Sina Weibo, Lenovo, Ping An Health, and more. So cracking down on tech, you might, if you are heavily invested in NASDAQ or other tech companies across the international markets, feel like you're in recession. Right? If you are investing in stocks that are heavily liquid and stuff that makes it easier to trade around in the stock market during a recession, you probably feel like you're in recession. If you're trading crypto, you probably feel like you're in a depression. And that is how an escalation of the rates that the Fed is putting out and an increase of them further past the 75 bips that we saw last week and a couple weeks ago, that is likely on the table because it's a blunt instrument. The Fed is hitting the markets with a heavy stick and saying, you see how you guys keep rising the supply and demand? Well, we're just going to keep hitting that demand side down so people don't want to spend as much money, don't want to go out and get a new mortgage,
Always a
and
fan
don't
favorite.
want to do any risky investments. However, this is likely going to be exactly why, with those mortgages now getting a big hit with the blunt stick, why banks are going to start hurting. They are all coming out with a earnings call this week. JP Morgan Chase on Thursday, Citigroup and Wells Fargo on Friday. We had Jamie Dimon warn his company is preparing for a non-benign environment and bad outcomes.
A non-benign environment. Wow.
Warn investors to brace themselves.
Well, why didn't Roensch Capital mention that? He just glossed over all that shit.
For an impending economic hurricane. Investors will certainly want an update from the CEO turned meteorologist next week. The key thing is to look for reserves, said Tim Grisky, the senior portfolio strategist at Inglis and Snyder, referring to the cash that financial institutions must have on hand to meet central bank.
You really should have this stuff on the screen so we can follow along. It's just in one ear, out the other.
How much they're reserving will show how concerned they are about a recession. That will be data that will be closely watched by analysts and investors alike, and that's very key. Analysts expected overall S&P 500 earnings to grow about 5.6% in the second quarter, down from an expected 6.8% in the start of April. And this would mark the slowest quarter of growth since the fourth quarter of 2020. So if you guys are feeling deja vu, I'm feeling that right next to you. A lot of the stocks that had been hurting are now turning around and giving people the opportunity, right? Because of economic policies, because of retail trader frenzy, and because of the fact that you guys have been researching and learning alongside this channel for as long as I can remember.
What are you talking about?
I don't have any memory beyond that. I want you guys to know that this is part of the financial freedom journey, which is being able to understand the macroeconomic principles of how to get the right data, because people have been saying all across the markets, this is a data-dependent part of the economic cycle. Because a lot of what numbers come out of the Fed, of the FOMC minutes, and of the financial reports that take way too long to fully understand will be covered in great detail here on this channel. Fed Reserve rate hikes, meanwhile, continue to pinch banks' mortgage business. And this is what we're talking about with margin calls. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 5.3% in the week ending July 7th, down from 5.7% the week before. That's the largest decline since December of 2008. Fannie Mae economists predict that the total home sales will drop about 13.5% this year, and that mortgage originations will fall nearly 42%. So there's a 30% difference there, right? And that is cash. People are going to be starting buying houses with cash, and you're going to be getting the banks out of the entire process.
Yeah,
this is essentially cannibalizing a lot of the banks' standard fare, which is have a big mortgage from a large group of people, and then becoming the easiest to anticipate asset, easiest to anticipate investment. This is now getting to be harder and harder for hedge funds to be able to say they have this much money and this much money to short. Likely going to be running out of dry powder, which means retail investors are likely going to see some major swings in the near future. Wells Fargo reported a 32% decline in mortgage revenue in Q1, and JP Morgan reported a 20% drop. The banks, meanwhile, are planning staff layoffs as well. JP Morgan is expected to report earnings of $2.94 per share, down from $3.78 last year. Citigroup is reporting a 1.69 EPS, down from last year's 2.63. And Wells Fargo is reporting 0.85 per share, down from 1.38 the second quarter of 2021. So, hot jobs, hawkish Fed. What exactly is the result naturally? If you guys have an idea, comment down below. Comment out whether or not you've seen that sleepy meatball at the end of the video. And for now, but not for forever, I'll see all of you in the money. Peace.
What does it lead to? Oh, clearly MOAS. Clearly MOAS. GME NFT marketplace just launched too. Let's fucking go. I can't stop buying GME and AMC. I will probably have to see an addiction specialist post MOAS. Dude, NFT marketplace. Could there literally be a worse time to launch an NFT marketplace? I challenge anyone to think of a worse time. I mean, I guess technically, before NFTs became popular, would have been a worse time. That is a fucking bullshit catalyst, if I've ever heard one. These YouTubers are racking up the views, continuing to talk about the AMC quote-unquote squeeze. Last June, when the CEO sold those 8 million shares, that killed all the momentum this stock ever had of going to the moon. 8 million shares. Right. Is this a fucking spam? No, I guess not. 8 million is nothing compared to 500 million float. It's been traded 50 times over. There is no more interest in this stock. The hype has come and gone. BS. I know hundreds of people invested in AMC. Well, obviously your personal experience is a microcosm for everything. Hundreds is not going to cause a squeeze. I'm one person responding. There are millions of people all over, dude. Oh, God. Children. The stock price says otherwise. I was in it last year. It has not been the same since the shares were released back in the June. The stock price has not been close to that level since. Why don't you leave then? Nobody cares. Would hate to see people lose their hard-earned money. Well, that's where Malcolm and I differ. I don't care. Sorry, I don't. Maybe try harder. How about you invest smarter? We'll be fine. You mean well be fine. You mean we'll? God. That was the dumbest fucking comment thread I've read in a while. Holy shit. Oh my God. We better ask Tony DeNaro. He knows. Excuse me. We better ask Tony DeNaro. What are we asking him about? All right, last video. Got to make it a good one here. Well, okay, this doesn't count as a last video because it's a TikTok. Sorry. Is that Persian? Okay. Anyway, that's an interesting one. Not AMC related. Digital currency, Christianity, and the Book of Revelations. The end times. Oh my God. He's got to be a right-wing fucking shill. He's got to be. And by the way, it's the Book of Revelation, singular. But who cares? Who cares about details when you're a fucking law candidate? Roll it. This one. All right. You asked for it. Last video. Make it a good one.
From Boston. Good evening. This message is going out to the vastly evangelical community.
Oh my God.
And my followers. I've been getting messages for months since this talk of a digital coin has been been thrown around with the central banks and everything else. And I've been ignoring them mostly. And I don't know, something that just kind of led me to talk about it this evening. We'll follow up.
Well, clearly God was speaking to you. Just say it. God was speaking to me, and he called me to preach this message, this good news tonight. Al from Boston, fucking preacher. By the way,
on this conversation later.
The one who wants Hester Pierce, to die.
So a lot of you guys believe in God. You know are Christians and you're Catholics, and I've gotten
Catholics
from both Catholics and Christians regarding the subject. The Book of
Catholics and Christians.
Revelations,
Okay, good.
What it means for a cashless society, and I wanted to address that, and I wanted to see if we can put a lot of this fear to bed, and just kind of.
We're gonna put the fear to bed by looking at Christianity in the Book of Revelation. Fuck me.
Relax a little bit. I know this is a scary time in American history because we're all expecting a major crash. And the fact that we're going into this thing called centralized banking with digital coins and digital currency is unnerving for a lot of you. And I thought we could talk about it.
We're going into a. So that's their whole thing, right? I mean, but when are we switching to a central bank digital currency? Did I miss that? When is that switch over happening? I mean, yeah, it'll probably happen, but I didn't realize it was a done deal. So I need to pay better attention.
So let's just first talk about a cashless society. A cashless society is just an economic concept where all the goods and services and sales are executed in an electronic format rather than cash. You know,
Oh, you mean like credit cards, electronic payments, Apple Pay, Cash App, fucking checks.
everything from your mobile wallet, your Venmo, your PayPal, Apple Wallet,
Yes, I
Amazon
guess
Go,
so.
you name it, credit cards, debit cards, mobile wallets in your phones, crypto wallets. We're already there. We're already in a cashless society. They're just talking about taking the coins, the actual money, and getting rid of the actual paper and the coin. And I get that. That freaks out a lot of you guys. They got rid of bearer bonds a couple of years back, and they talk about other things getting rid of and adding this and so on and so forth. And that's freaked out a lot of you guys. And I know because I've gotten the messages. I've gotten countless messages. The 3 countless messages I have is, how high do you think it'll go? What do you think the price is going to be? And how do we feel? How do we deal with this cashless society if you're a Christian? Does this mean the Antichrist is coming? Okay, let me put it to you this way. All right.
Does it mean the
For those of you who
Antichrist
don't know
is
what-
coming? Why would it mean that? Well, let me just simplify this whole thing. If that's what you think it means, you've been brainwashed by somebody at some point. You have been brainwashed.
I'm talking about, it's from the book of Revelations in the Bible. Okay.
Revelation, singular.
Which I believe in. I believe in the Bible. I believe in everything the Bible says.
That's not a fucking surprise. That is not at all a surprise.
Top to front to cover, without a doubt, right? Does this mean the Antichrist is coming? No, it certainly does not. It's referring to a certain portion of the book of Revelations, Revelations 13.
Look,
where,
it says right there, the revelation to John.
You need to have this certain mark, a mark of the beast, which is the number 666, in order to buy and sell. Okay, that's where this is coming from. Do I think this is going to usher in the Antichrist, the introduction of digital coin? No, I do not. I think this, whoever the person is.
Oh yeah, he definitely believes in slavery, for sure. Oh yeah, all the Old Testament stuff. All the Jewish law. He believes in that. He probably thinks that Well, I've heard him talk in a derogatory manner about gay people, for example. So I guess so. He does believe in the Bible. Front to cover, he said. Front to cover. God, this guy.
Whoever that person is going to be, or is slotted to be the rival to Jesus Christ, has already sealed his fate, and there's nothing you can do. It seems like there's more of an issue with what the individual person's soul is going. It seems like that's the issue, that you're kind of freaked out about digital coin and like, oh, I've been good, I'm not go to heaven and all that stuff. And I understand that. I understand where that comes from. Every day it's a struggle trying to be a Christian in this society. I get that, with abortion and guns and
the Christians are so persecuted. They are so persecuted. Oh my God. It's like they can't even go to church anymore for fear of getting shot. Oh no, that's not what they mean. That's not what he means at all. Oh shit.
On TV and the internet.
Fuck
and
you,
of course,
Al.
just battling your own flesh and the world and everything else. I understand that. I totally get it. I think there's no reason to fear or be panicked. I don't think there's any reason to be anxiety ridden, like the way a lot
no reason to have fear or be panicked. Isn't that what your whole fucking cult is based on?
guys are.
God,
I don't think you have anything to worry about. I don't think you have any reason to
good.
freak out.
That's good.
Start hoarding water and toilet paper. And, I understand there's going to be a crash and it's going to get a little bit rough. But at the end of the day, we're still in America, and we still have a U.S. military. We still have FEMA. We still have protocols in place.
Oh, good.
And it's not as if we're living in some third world squalor country. You're going to be fine. Even if everything goes to hell in a handbasket, you still have emergency services. You still have all these things.
What if those go to hell in a handbasket?
Exactly, go away on the instant. There's redundancy plans that I heard about. Initially, I kind of fell along with everybody else, where it was like, oh, it's the end of the world, and market's going to crash, and it's going to usher in all this other bad stuff. It isn't going to work that way. If we go to a cashless society and the market does crash, all it is a centralized coin, digitalized coin. So everything you pay for is now with this.
God, imagine.
And cash can be cumbersome, and it can be a pain in the neck and stuff. And I get that. I understand that. So do I think if all these companies and all these financial institutions and this Federal Reserve and the central bank, go cashless and become a digitalized society, do I think it's going to be the end of the world? Do I think the Antichrist is coming? No, I don't. I think it's just part and parcel. It's one small thing. And I think the reason why people freak out is because they're kind of freaked out of their own souls, and
one small step for man, one giant leap for Christians.
When Jesus Christ comes. So I'm going to talk to you about it now. Some of you guys need to speak to your pastor or your priest. Talk to a spiritual leader. Read your Bible. Pray. Read the Book of Psalms. Talk to an elder. This is really truly bothering you, right? Speak to an elder, somebody that you respect, that's been around in the faith for a long time. And if worse comes to worse, you don't have any access. This is how I work. This is my trick. I downloaded the Grace to You app, and I downloaded the Ligonier Ministry app from the App Store, and I learned what's actually going to happen in the Bible through the book of Revelations. And John MacArthur and R.C. Sproul are the two authors of those two apps. They'll explain everything, how it really is going to go. So don't freak out. Don't worry. Just because they're going digital does not mean the Antichrist and the devil and they're going to come get you. It doesn't work that way. It's never worked that way. And you don't have to be so panicked and freaked out because there is going to be a market crash and you're not going to get what you need. You're going to get everything you need. Our society's built a certain way. And yes, there could be times where things could be a little dire, a little dicey, but it's not going to be literally the end of the world. Things might get a little bit pricey. You might have to maintain a semblance of sanity while the supply chain gets fixed and things start flowing differently again, more or less back to normal. Other than that, I don't see a huge catastrophic event happening to where society's broken down and we're living like, the Lost Boys. I don't see that happening. We're not going to turn into Mad Max here. So relax, and spend some time, download those apps. It'll work for you. And Uncle Frank, who's a much better Christian than I am, way better than me. We'll talk about this tomorrow or the next day whenever we get a chance. And we'll address the rest of this cashless society stuff and the book of Revelations and Christendom. So you Catholics and you Protestants and all the evangelicals, relax. Take a breather. Eat an Eskimo pie. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. Just have faith. Read your Bibles. Speak to your pastor and listen to a couple sermons. You'll be fine. You'll be good as gold. So I know it's an awkward thing. I know most of us are.
Wow, that was all right. Because that was so fucking weird and stupid. No, there's no way he's a Christian. You hear him talking about fucking to all you, so all you evangelicals and Christians and Catholics, he has no fucking clue. No fucking clue about shit.
Every morning I go to McDonald's and I get a hash brown.
All right. I'm going to play this out because it's relevant to this channel, my channel. And I like this. I like these guys. I like this guy. And they're from Ohio, and they're from Northeast Ohio, and well, that's all I had. But and they're cool. So, and then I'll kick the song. So if you want to watch this video, it's the same. It's in the same vein. It's not in the AMC vein. Not AMC related, but it's also not Bible related. But it is enough bullshit related. So here we go. Everything money. Then I'll kick the song. Then I'll see you guys in the next stream. So here we go.
Every morning I go to McDonald's and I get a hash brown or an Egg McMuffin and a large Diet Coke light ice. And today I'm in the drive-thru and I pull up to the window to pay. A young kid in the window sees my watch and says, "Hey, nice watch." I said, "Thanks very much." And I was driving away. I thought to myself, okay, here's a guy who works at McDonald's, makes low double digits per hour probably in pay. He's probably on YouTube trying to learn. But this is the issue we have. the people on YouTube that he's probably learning from are the people that we've called out for the last 2 years. Guys, this whole thing about us calling out YouTubers is not new. The only difference is when the market's going like this, it's easy to sit there and say we're wrong. When the market's going like this and on its way down, these guys all start feuding. They all sit there, and now their attacks are no longer about my returns. They're about how I got my money. You're right, guys. I came from a wealthy family. One, I will never apologize for that. It would be disrespectful of my family and their success coming from the Middle East where I was born, coming with nothing, $3,000 in their pocket to sit there and become millionaires. You want me to apologize for that? No chance, ever. Two, if you started with my money, you YouTubers out there, you know what you'd be right now? You would be broke because your process is shit. It doesn't matter how much money you come up with. If you cannot manage the money, you will go broke. Tom Nash, you talk about transparency. You call out Jeremy about transparency. What's your fucking name? You won't even tell people your real name. You won't even tell people where you actually live. Give me a break. Talk about transparency. Give me a break. By the way, Tom, you sat there and made fun of me for making no money in the stock market. What's better? This or this percentage? Or this percentage? This is better. And by the way, guys, this year, you know what my percentage is? That's how I'm doing this year. Right there. So before you sit there and attack, and you sit there and attack each other, now you guys have stopped even attacking me. You're attacking each other. I'm fine with that. Jeremy, you talk about transparency. When did you let everybody know you're being paid every month by whatever stock was trying to have you pump and dump them? Guys, we don't get paid. We get hit up every single week. Would you please promote our stock? We just ignore the emails. We've never once done that. Why? Criticize us all you want for selling our software. Our software is a software that I use every single day to invest. It's not something I made for people saying, let's just let them have it, let them buy it from us. I use it every single day. I am consistent. I use my own stuff. I will never, ever, ever be paid to pump a company up and then watch it get dumped. Ever. In StockMo, you out there, you sit there and start to criticize. Guess what? Do I get paid by any brokerage to sit there and pump and dump their brokerage? Absolutely not. We don't even have affiliate links. Somebody else said, StockMo said affiliate links. Go on Amazon. We don't get paid for Amazon. Go buy the books that we recommend. We're here to educate and teach people. For those of you out there who've been following the others, look at the facts. Look at the absolute facts. Always know how people are getting paid. I get paid by me creating something for you guys. They all get paid by other people by promoting something that they don't necessarily believe in. But they're not smart enough to realize they don't believe in it. They're going to wait until this happens before they say, oh yeah, we don't believe in it anymore. And then they're going to spin it. Oh, you know, I canceled my contract. Oops. On our main page, who's part of our financial crimes, our financial manslaughter losers, has deleted so many videos, it's ridiculous. This is the main page of our website. These are all the financial manslaughter idiots. Moron, 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 moron. Every single one of these guys misled you and knew they were misleading you. How do I know that? They were getting paid by everybody to promote garbage. Whether it was a stock specifically or some sort of exchange traded for whatever it was, they were being paid by somebody else. How do I get paid? My software and YouTube, and that's it. And my 8 or 9 businesses upstairs. That's how I get paid. Look at people and what their incentives are. My incentive is purely to teach. When people come on our channel and our software and say, hey, what are you buying? I say, guys, 1, I'm not allowed to talk about it. And 2, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm here to teach a process. You might criticize that all day long. But let me ask you a question. Why do they all back down from my challenge? Because they have no money. This guy right here has no money. I just said to him, very simple, put money in an account. We'll go challenge it. He wanted a paper trade. Do you guys understand? Go Google search how effective paper trading is. It's a great way to learn. But at the end of the day, you're going to make very, very, very different responses to your money when it's actually your money. These guys all talk game. Oh, he comes from a rich family. You better believe I do. Every single one of these idiots wishes they did. Every single one of these idiots wants to make all their money so they can give it on to people. The problem is their poor children are going to be just as dumb as they are. Their egos all weigh more than their bank accounts. In fairness, their bank account's gonna be very, very low soon. And it's a lot lower than it used to be. But I know Meet Kevin had some money here, some really good money. But just because somebody picks one stock does not make them a genius. A bull market makes everyone feel like a genius. All these guys are down how much this year? I'm up. Yep, you're right. It sucks that I've only made a few percentage points a year over the last 5 years. I'd rather do that than lose 75% of my money. It's hard to recover from 75, 80% loss. Every single one of these guys has that in their portfolio. Do I have stocks that are down? Absolutely. Are they down 75%? Not even close. My stock portfolio, even my stock portfolio is beating the S&P without taking in my short position makes me up. Even my stock portfolio is beating the S&P. So I sit there and say, guys, I know this has gotten very, very crazy, but I am transparent as much as I can be. But I will tell you, I will not be transparent to the point my lawyers say, do not do that. These guys don't have lawyers. If they do have lawyers, which they should very soon, it's because they'll be sued. This guy just hangs out in a different country, so he can never get touched. And Chicken Genius right here. He'll sit there in a different country too. He'll never be able to get touched. For those viewers out there, just think about incentives. Think about where these guys' incentives lie. This guy and this guy admitted to being paid by these companies every single month to promote. They never once told you that. Where do I make my money? Right here. Everythingmoney.com, our software, where over 12,000 people have bought it. And my 8 or 9 business upstairs that I built from zero. Yes, did I have a leg up in life? Absolutely. I'll never apologize to that. But what I will brag about is the fact that I manage money very well. I'm always worrying about the downside risk. None of these morons did. This guy brags about being one of the financial firms. It's so sad to me, he doesn't realize how bragging about being a financial advisor is literally the last thing in the world to brag about. I don't know a single financial advisor out there who's a good investor. My friend Michael Moskal, he's a good investor, but he always talks about his career risk too. This guy brags about it. He was a financial educator. He has an MBA. Is that something to brag about? I would never brag about having an MBA. I brag because I dropped out of my MBA program. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. Even one of my MBA professors says, Paul, you need to drop out and focus on your business. That's way better than doing this. He literally said that to me. Come on, guys. This is ridiculous. All these guys out here, I've talked about it before. These guys will be doing something very, very different in a few years. A bull market makes everybody look like a genius, except for, go look at Warren Buffett. These two idiots right here try to act like they're Warren Buffett. Guys, it's easy to talk the talk, walk the walk. Warren Buffett talks about Bitcoin being, he wouldn't take all the Bitcoin in the world for $25. What was this guy talking about with Bitcoin? What were all these idiots talking about with Bitcoin? Give me a break. This is so obvious to me, and I get it if you're out there watching. But remember, guys, if you're like that guy at McDonald's, even if you're not that guy at McDonald's, you've worked too hard. That's who's going to be affected by these morons. We're teaching a process here. Every good value investor knows that a good process works. Every good value investor doesn't pump and dump stocks. Every good value investor, when their stocks they believe in go down, they buy more. These guys are all bailing. How many companies pay Warren Buffett to promote their stock? How many companies have ever paid Warren Buffett to promote their stock? Zero. Now, does Warren Buffett have a financial incentive in stocks doing well? Absolutely. But he doesn't worry about it. He's worried about the long run. When Apple goes up, he doesn't buy. When Apple goes down, he buys. What do these idiots do? What do all these financial manslaughter idiots do? Yeah, guys, is this petty? We've had a few of our subscribers get mad about this. Paul, why are you entertaining this? Because it's important to me to get out there and say, guys, don't listen to these people. If I'm not your person either, I get that. It doesn't bother me, but don't listen to these morons. These guys will not be in the game soon. For whatever reason, either they'll be forced not to be in the game soon or they'll have to find something else to make money. These guys all make their money from making videos about you guys. This is a drop in the bucket for me. 12,000 people have signed up for our software. I'm not trying to be cocky about it, but you sit there and criticize me for having money all day long. For those of you watching, you should sit there, wait a second, this guy has money. It's not about having money that makes me right. It's this guy says what he wants to say because he doesn't need our money. These guys all need your money and your views. Talk about transparency. They don't tell you that. These guys don't have a career if they don't make videos for you. If I don't make, one of the arguments we've had in this channel is talking about, hey, why don't we go out there and promote things and make more money? Because I don't need to and I don't want to. I want to do and say the things that make sense to me, whether I'm right or wrong. And guess what, people? I will be wrong. But when I'm right, I'm right. When these guys are right, it's all because of luck. Trust me, it's all because of luck. You think I'm wrong on that one? You will see. I've been right so far in the things I've called out. You can make fun of me all you want for calling an overpriced market. It's going to get worse. I just look at the facts. But to go back to Jeremy, when he sits there and says, I'm not going to make any more videos about him, referring to me, don't make any more. I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. We emailed you. We didn't reach out to you on Instagram. We emailed you. You didn't reply. We were very, very clear on what I took your challenge and went even further. And you backed down. You only want to paper trade. If you're watching Jeremy and you believe that paper trading is the better way to go, you don't understand money and investing. Money investing isn't just about the numbers. In fact, 80 or 90% of it is about this. And when you have paper trade in there, it's hard to sit there and see it's easy to sit there and see your money go down. When you have real money in the line, it's hard. That's why I wanted real money in the line. And my offer still stands to him when he's ready to put $1 million in a bank account that will get audited by the people we put it with. I have no problem with that. The only thing I say is, the only rule I have is no money in, no money out. That's it. For this guy, he sits there and goes, oh, I want to buy 10 stocks. That's not what investing is. Investing isn't just buying one stock for the rest of the time. I'm going to sell a stock that is overpriced. If I buy a stock that I think is underpriced and it triples or quadruples above its value, I'm absolutely going to sell it. That is smart investing. That is smart investing. But when you paper trade, you can YOLO all you want. In fact, in this 10-year challenge, Tesla may be a buy in 4 or 5 years. That's the difference between him and I. I look at a company and say, what is it selling for? Is that a good deal? He looks at a company and says, I love the company, therefore I buy it. That is what's wrong. And you'll always see every real value investor, like Buffett, Munger, they differentiate the stock from the company. And that's what I do. These guys don't even see a difference. They just say, I love the company, therefore it's going to the moon. How's that worked out for you? Reason why he ignores our emails. There's a reason why he's now deflecting even more away from from us. Thanks very much, guys.
You have to differentiate the stock from the company. Powerful. Well, the apes can't do that.
I met you at my show, yelling and screaming on the front row. Jumped on stage, knocked me down, you made me horny.
All right, see you guys later. Have a good night.
On the way there, you was texting on your cell. You jumped out the van before I got the room. Hopped in the car with your girl and went Zoom.
I like movies, therefore the stock is going to the moon. Yes. They sold 1 billion movie tickets this weekend on Mars. Elon Musk bought 1 billion movie tickets for Mars. Maybe that would cause a short squeeze at this point. Would that cause a short squeeze? 1 billion AMC movie tickets are falling from the sky on a pallet. Would you try to save it? Type of thing. Because it could potentially cause some MOAS. Maybe. Maybe. But short of that, I mean, really, but here, I don't know. I want to figure out a way to make these motherfuckers the next dominoes to fall in this shit. Because this is bullshit. This is such nonsense. And just like Paul said, it's so fucking obvious. It is so fucking obvious. I think to people who get it. Like, you can't look at this and not see that this is complete garbage. All of this. All of it. Disney, China, the Gamma Squeeze. How many times have all of those fucking things been played out over the last 18 months? How many times? And God, I wish Apish Bambino were here. Because he would be able to say it better than I could at this point. And it's good to get other wordings. But margin calls. They've cried wolf with margin calls literally the whole time. And short the VIX is one of the worst offenders. He's got about, I don't know what, 9, 10 topics. Just get recycled. Margin calls. Forced share recall. Liquidations. The same shit over and over and over. And it was bullshit the first dozen times. Anyway, yeah. They got the crypto dudes. They got their sponsorships pulled from FTX. And they're facing backlash. Fuck Webull, by the way. They pay all these motherfuckers. How many of these assholes are paid by Webull, Mumu? Fucking Chinese companies. What the fuck is that? Seriously, what the fuck is that bullshit? These guys talk about China like it's the enemy. They talk about like the Chinese system is somehow, it's gonna Evergrande. Fuck that. Anyway, have a good night. Catch you later. See ya.